What's up, everybody? LJ Young back again. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young, back for a SMD review, Savings Minus Debt review. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to get up in here and so we can talk about this. Welcome, welcome. Get on in here. I know I just popped in, no scheduled time, but don't forget, I still will. I still will. We're still doing scheduled, Q&A Sundays and stuff like that. I'm not sure what tomorrow's going to be, but today is going to be the review of the Earnin App. So get on in here. Get on in here. Get on in here. Give everybody a few minutes. What's up, Reigning Woman? What's up, Mark? How you guys doing? Get up in here. You're the first two up in here. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Amina, hello. Hello. SMD family jumping on in here quick. I know it's kind of early on the East Coast. East Coast is like, what, 6:50? Yeah, 6:50 over there. That's early. Well, these people should be on their way to work in their car. Listen to me in the car. Get on in here. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. What's up, Uncle? What's up? What's up, little bro? I see you. My name is LJ Young, and I'm a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in finance and things that go down in value, down, 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 like flushing the toilet, like flush the toilet, like put a whole bunch of money in the toilet and then flush it. That's the same thing. Down, down. Everybody live in the debt matrix. They do that every day. But the difference is this: they don't know they're doing it. They don't know. They don't know that financing cars is a very bad thing. Keeping student loans for 10 and 20 years, very bad thing. X-nay, right? That's bad, right? But this is a place where I'm going to show you guys how to stop doing that, right? By opening your eyes. And you're probably thinking, how do I open your eyes? Using mathematics, just basic math. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. I know some of you might be insulted by me even saying that. What do you mean, just grade school math? Yes, that's how simple it is. They made it so simple that people don't believe it. People can't even see it, right? All right. All right, get on in here. What's up, DTN? Rating Woman says the doors to the church is open at the debt-free church of God in Christ with your pastor Lynell Young. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right, today, my brother brought this to my attention. We were talking about, me and my brother talk a lot on the phone. And for those of you who don't know, my brother's Patrick Young. He's the one in the room. And so we're talking about I should do a review on the Earnin App. Now, the Earnin App, how can I put this? All right, first of all, when you're in debt, you just don't know how bad you're getting done. And you're not even taken to dinner first. You know what I'm saying? It's when you get out of the debt matrix, you just see how people are getting done so bad. I mean, just like, it's like you think of an old slave movie and then imagine yourself pushing a slave down on the ground and then just start kicking them. That's how it feels. That's how people in debt are being done. Now, when I say slave, I don't want you to think about, what the movies have shown us, like the black slaves and change. No, this debt is the colorblind slave master. It doesn't care what color you are. It doesn't care what part of the world you live in. It doesn't even care if you live in Beverly Hills, Calabasas, California. It doesn't care. It doesn't care where you live. It doesn't care if you're driving a Tesla or a Toyota Tercel. It doesn't care. Doesn't care, because all it sees is green. Okay. And this Earnin App Before we get into it, I want to make sure one thing is clear. I'm reviewing this Earnin app not to say it's good, not to say it's bad, not to say it's a scam, because they're not tricking anybody. Nobody's tricking nobody. It's business. The Earnin app is making money, and this is what they're doing. And we're going to read through it together because I want you guys to, I'm going to translate when I read an article. I'm going to translate it to you from debt to debt free, eyes, words, what it really means. Because whoever came up with this app they're brilliant. All right. And you can tell it's definitely aimed at people in debt, but it's also aimed at the everyday workers like Uber drivers, food delivery drivers, people that get money every single day. And also they're because those people are 1099. 1099 means you're responsible for your own taxes to be paid, right? And you can see the whole business model going this way, making lots of money, not having a single employee, right? Basically all contractors are working for you. So they're really not their employers, your employees. You're not responsible for their insurance. You're not responsible for taking care of their taxes. They're on their own, but they work for you, right? And a lot of people that work for places like that, they almost live like day to day, get that money, get the money that day and spend it, get that money that day and spend it. Earnin app is aimed towards those type of people and people in debt. It really doesn't matter. It's really, you can tell it's a different version of payday loan lending, but it's a little more confusing that you can't even tell. So but we're going to read through it so you can understand it. Okay. And again, I'm not saying anything negative about this app. I think business wise, it's brilliant. Would I ever touch it personally with a 10-foot pole? No, basically the Earnin app is not, I'm not their target audience. They know I wouldn't even consider that. I only heard about it because I see it all over YouTube and they're doing some big advertising. So let me bring this up. All right. We're going to bring this and we're going to read through this article together. Now, the full description of this article is in the link to this article is in the description below the video. So let me get this share screen. And for those of you that are listening, don't worry, I'm going to read it out loud and I will, one second here. All right, so we're going to read through this together. And those of you guys that are listening, it's an article from the Nerd Wallet, okay? And the title of this article is Earnin App 2020 Review, Get an Advance on Your Paycheck, okay? Now, I'm going to talk through this article with you so you can understand right away everything. So right there, the title tells you that they're talking to people in debt because only people in debt need their money before they actually get their money, right? Because they want it now because it's spent now. So they're pulling from the future. I'm trying my best word to describe this. They're pulling from the future where the money hasn't even been made yet. And the Earnin app is going to give it to you now for a fee because you're in debt because you can't wait to get it then. It's bad. It's clearly see who they're aimed at. Okay, so let's go down here. We're going to scroll here. Okay, the Earnin, formerly called Active Hours, is an app that lets you draw small amounts of money, small amounts of your earned wages before payday. It's a part of a wave of companies. Oh, it's multiple companies. Okay, Earnin app just must be the top dog. All right, companies that say they provide alternatives. And I want you to listen to how they word these things so people in debt really can't tell that it's really a bad thing. Okay, they make it sound good when it's really, really bad. Okay. It's part of a wave of companies that have provided. That's why there's a wave, because they know there's an open market to take advantage of people that don't understand money. Okay, alternative to expensive payday loans or racking up high overdraft fees. See the way they do that? So people naturally know, ooh, payday loans, they're crazy, they're expensive. And overdraft fees, right? Overdraft is when the bank charges you like $35 for overdrafting your account. Now, the Earnin app obviously saw the banks making a killing. So they said, we're going to decide to come in there and get some of those billions of dollars because the banks make billions on overdraft fees, okay? All right, companies such as PayActive and TrueConnect offer similar products, but only through your employer. Okay, a 2-week pay cycle is hard on people. A 2-week pay cycle is hard on people. No, only for people in debt. If you can't make 2 weeks, if you can't make it between paychecks, you're in deep, deep boo-boo. Okay. A 2-week pay cycle hard on people who have to budget every penny. Now you got to remember the majority of people are in debt. So they're pretty much talking to the majority. So the average person in debt is reading this and they say, oh my God, that's me. Of course it's you. If you're in debt, if you're part of the 85% of people that are in debt, of course it's talking to you. Okay. Who is this? Ram, long last name. Can't Pally not. I'm assuming he might be. I don't know. I'm not going to assume the race. Okay. CEO of California-based Earnin, man, he's got to be filthy rich right now. If they work today, they should have access to their money today. Look at that statement. If they work today, they should have access to their money today. Why? Why should they have access to their money today? Because they need it. They're in debt. Ooh, man, people in debt, they are kicking you while you're down too. And it's legal. This is business. Don't worry about my feelings about it, okay? I'm just telling you what is. They're kicking you while you're down because you're not paying attention to mathematics. That's it. All right, let's see. Company spokesman RJ Bardsley says this app has over 10 million downloads. Did you hear that? 10 million. 10 million people have downloaded since the date of this article. Ooh, that's so much money. They are killing it. They saw a hole and an opportunity and they took it. Congratulations, Earnin App. Business-wise, hands down. Hands down. Okay, let's see. Let's see some of the things that make it sound like it's good. Let's see. Is the Earnin App right for me? We're going to find out if it's right for you because this show ain't right for me. So I already know that question. You're not talking to me, Earnin App. When used occasionally, Earnin App can be useful if you have a small emergency expense. All people in debt always think they have emergency expenses. Can you use your next paycheck to cover the money owed to the app on top of other monthly expenses you'll have? Ooh-wee. Are an hourly or salary employee who uses an electronic timesheet at work, or you work from a fixed location. They're electronically keeping track of you. Come on, you guys. If that's not a slave, that sounds like slavery to me. Remember, this is volunteer slavery. People are signing up for this, okay? Have a checking account and are paid by direct deposit. So they want to make sure wherever you're getting your money from, it goes straight to a bank account that they're going to have access to. Obviously, by the words they're saying, they're going to have access. Don't want to overdraw your bank account and pay an overdraft fee, typically $34. They got the fishing line out there. They're saying, hey, is this you? The majority of people in debt always have overdraft fees. Always. People that manage money well, we don't have overdraft fees. We don't need overdraft protection. Protection from who? Yourself? See the way they worded? Listen, hey, do you want overdraft protection? People in debt don't stop to say, hey, wait a minute. Who are they protecting me? Who are they protecting me from? You. And they're going to charge you for it because you don't know. All right, let's go on. Earnin might not be a good solution for you if you have a brain. No, that doesn't say that. Regularly spend more than you earn. Ooh, how do they reword these things like that? They make it sound like it's a good thing. Work from home independently or have multiple employers, are paid by reloadable debit card. I've never even heard of those things. Consumer advocates warn that paying to get your earnings early is not a healthy long-term habit. It's cheaper than a payday loan, but I fear the people get into the habit of spending their wages early and end up paying to access their wages on a regular basis, says Lauren Saunders, Associate Director of the National Consumer. Oh, okay. Once they get people addicted to this app, you got to remember, people in debt, they'll get used to this and then they'll adjust their lifestyle based on the Earnin App. And once they're hooked, they're hooked. Now they're trapped in that loop. They're just taking, this is what they're doing. They're taking money from the banks and they're saying, hey, banks, you're making billions. We're going to get a piece of that. We can get some of that billions. And then they're just taking it. That's all. Earning should be used in place of, earning shouldn't be used in place of building an emergency fund, which can cover common financial shocks and help you avoid turning to apps like Earning and Payday loans. A good first goal for an emergency fund to build up to $500, which is, oh, okay. And we're going to move on. Let's get on. Okay. They're throwing that in there. They're throwing that in there and make it sound like it's, what are they doing? It's almost like they're saying, we're warning you to not use it. We really want you to use it, but we got to throw this in there to make it sound like we really care that I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. They're making it sound like they're helping you by warning you, don't get too hooked on it, but they really want you to. Okay. It's business. It's nothing personal. It's just business. What do you need to know about Earnin? Earnin doesn't charge interest or fees. Ooh, they know how to look how they throw that in there. Yeah, technically they're not charging those. Okay, technically, right. But when people in debt hear that, they're like, "Ooh, the bank charges interest and fees." So, okay, so they're switching it. So, users can donate an optional tip of any amount, but regular tips add up. A tip for what? Getting your money. Okay. A tip for getting your money early because you're in debt. Oh my, these guys are a $2 tip on a $20 withdrawal due in 2 weeks is an annual percentage rate of 260%, comparable to the rates that payday loan lenders charge. The company caps tips at $14. So what they're doing is, God, these guys are good. They're some smart dudes, man. Okay, so let me see what they did. They looked at the payday loan rates, which is like 500%. That's like gouging. Okay. So they said, okay, we can cut that down. Configure the annual percentage rate a different way, but still lower than payday loans, because that's like overkill. Payday loans, they just killed the game, right? But they make it look like a tip. So they withdraw $20 early, but it's really $18 because they're taking $2 off of that. If you use sparingly, Earnin App can be cheaper than overdrawing your account or taking out a payday loan. Ooh, they're just talking to people in debt. Only people in debt overdraw their account. All right, here we go. Location and bank account access. To know that you went to work, the company requires an electronic timesheet or an uploaded photo of one. If you don't have a timesheet, the company asks for your geographic location. Ooh, they're keeping track of their slaves. So since phones now have GPS, no different than Uber drivers, how they kept track of when they drive. Oh man, now they're doing it to people. People in debt, they're doing it to you right in your face. They're doing it right in your face. Ooh, they're doing it so bad. They're just kicking the slaves while they're down. Earnin also says it requires your checking account information not only to send you money, but also to adjust its withdrawal limits and promote responsible financial behavior. How the hell are you going to promote? For example, it scans your bank account transactions, your bank transaction, to identify when reoccurring bills are due and when payday is, and they may limit the amount you can withdraw if you have a bill coming due before payday. Oh my goodness. So they require you to have access to your bank account. That's a requirement. And then they're going to monitor your spending habits. And then they're going to stack all that information. Oh my goodness. So not only are they making money on the app itself, they're going to make money off the information they are collecting. Oh my God. Let me tell you guys something. Whoever came up with this app is absolutely brilliant. Oh my God. So they're gonna have access to your bank account. They're gonna be able to watch what you spend, how you spend it, how many times you're gonna overdraw on your account. And then they get to watch everywhere you go. Oh my God. Oh, they are killing the game. Okay, the company says it stores information in an encrypted form and won't debit your account for more than you authorize. Earning can't track non-reoccurring expenses, though, so you'll have to budget or costs such as doctor, whatever. Extra features. The app has an optional overdraft avoidance feature called Balance Shield. I want you to pay attention to the words they're using to fool people in debt. So instead of saying overdraft protection, which has been coined by the banks, they call it an overdraft avoidance feature called Balance Shield. They're going to protect you somehow or something, right? If you opt in, Earnin will send you an amount up to $100 to your bank account when your balance drops below $100. The amount sent will count toward your daily and pay periods. The feature provides a cushion if your account is in danger of being overdrawn, which is going to be all the time. If you're using this Earnin app, your bank account is always overdrawn. Always overdrawn. Wow. So let's see what they're going to do. They call it Balance Shield, just to throw off the people in debt. You're going to opt in. So they're going to pull $100 for you from your account, which they're going to charge you for that $100 because you're going to be doing it a lot. Okay, Balance Shield is I'm sorry, you guys. I'm reading in paragraphs and I'm translating what they're really saying to you guys. Okay, Balance Shield is free for one-time usage. When setting up the feature, Earnin invites you to pay a tip when it's triggered. If you don't set a tip, Balance Shield will protect you only one time. Reoccurring use of Balance Shield requires a fee of $1.50. Let me reread that again, okay? Because they put something in there. When setting up this feature, Earnin invites you to pay a tip when it's triggered. So not only are they going to charge you $1.50 for the protection, they're encouraging a tip for the feature itself. So even for triggering, hey, you're about to go over on your balance or whatever, right? They want you to tip them for even giving you that alert that you signed up for, that you're paying for already. And that's going to happen many times. So when a person in debt says, oh, it's only $1.50, people in debt don't really understand that they're going to be overdrawing their account probably on a daily basis. Daily. It's going to add up to well over $34 a month, guaranteed, well over. So since they're a business daily, and they get $1.50 a pop, and then they tip, and say like they did that 20 days out of the 30 days at $2 a pop. Why in the world did I ever get a job? Why did I fall for the 40-hour work week when money's this easy to get? Oh my goodness, man. The app also offers assistance negotiating medical bills and finding payment plans through its product health aid. As with its payroll advance feature, the company says consumers can decide how much to pay for the service. What is that? They will negotiate medical bills and finding payment plans through its product health aid. They're all getting into the health game. Ooh wee. Payroll advance investigation. I don't want to read that. How the Earnin app works in 6 steps. Create a profile. Give it access to your checking account. Anyone can download Earnin app, but to use it, you must receive your paycheck via direct deposit. Earnin tracks the hours you work. It does this differently depending on your job. That salary workers The app uses location tracking on your phone to verify that you went to work. It keeps track of its slaves to make sure you went to work. A GPS tracker on you voluntarily. Oh my goodness. Let me think about this. So not only do they're charging you a fee for the app, they can collect data on your bank account habits, and then they can track every place you go. See where you go, see where you go constantly to spend. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That's a team of people. Okay. Hourly workers upload photos of your daily timesheet, connect the app with your company's online timesheet system, or use location tracking. On-demand workers upload photos of your task receipts, such as Postmates, delivery confirmation, or Grubhub order. Earnin automatically uploads Uber ride receipts. So Uber has partnered up with Earnin App. Uber has partnered up with Earnin App. You can access money only once you've earned it. Okay. All right. Number 4, when you request money, Earnin verifies your hours worked. The company says this takes 10 minutes if you submit through the app. Number 5, you will receive. Wait. Okay. Number 5, when you will receive money the next business day if you request on a weekday. And on the second business day, if you request it over the weekend, there's an option to get the money immediately, but only if your bank supports it. Okay. Number 6, you can pay a tip, usually between $0 and $14, which Earnin deducts from your paycheck on payday, along with the money you had withdrawn. Let me read that slow again. You can pay a tip, usually between this and this, which Earnin deducts from your paycheck on payday, along with the money you have withdrawn. Oh my God, they're killing the game. Earnin has 2 withdrawal limits. The daily limit is $100 per day. The daily limit. The pay period limit, or the total amount you can withdraw during your pay periods, depends on how much you are paid. Any bills due and you can withdraw during your pay period. Depends on how much you're paid. Any bills due and your financial behavior. Now, I'm reading slow because I'm trying to figure out what they're really saying. So $500 a week. For example, the app encourages users to spend less than they make, avoid overdrafts, and maintain a positive bank balance. Well, if they're using this app, they're obviously not maintaining a positive bank balance because they're in debt. That's why they need their money early before they even get it. All users start with a limit of $100. If your pay is high enough and your financial behavior meets Earnin's guidelines, your limit can increase to 500. If you behave right, slave. If you behave right, Earnin App will allow you to spend even more of your money, slave. They be doing it right in your face. They be doing it right in your face. Oh, it's bad. Kicking slaves while it's down. Oh, that's it. Wow. Whoo. Man. If you're new to my channel, first I want to welcome you to the SMD family. I want to welcome you. This is a safe zone. This channel will be unlike any other you've seen on YouTube, any others you've seen, okay? Because everything I say can be justified with mathematics. Now, this Earnin app, this is the new reinvented, redesigned payday loan lending right from your palm of your hand. It's getting bad, people. When you see stuff like this, again, if you're new to the channel, I'm not saying that the Earnin app is bad. I'm not here to review it to say, oh, you shouldn't use it. You should use it. It's business, and it is a very profitable, well thought out, designed business. They took this model for the everyday worker. They saw how much money the banks were getting. They said, we're getting a piece of that. We're getting a piece of that. We're going to reword some things. We're going to take this and reword it. And instead of calling it overdraft protection, we're going to call it balance shield. Brilliant. Why in the world did I ever have a job? Nobody told me. Nobody told me. Nobody told me that you don't chase money. You just attract it to you. You don't chase it. You attract it. That's why they call it currency. Good morning, Gabriel, Jennifer, Dark Man. And this is only one. This is only one of these guys. Now, Darkman said, not gonna lie, I used Earnin last year. It's very easy to get sucked in, got into a rut, and used it for a month. Now, Darkman, I want you to, first of all, I want you to be proud of yourself for even saying that, okay? Because that's very important, because the majority of people are in debt. So you don't really have to worry about the negative things that you hear from other people in debt. All you got to do is look at the downloads. It's 10 million. It's probably, let's see, at the time of that article, it was 10 million downloads. This is how you got to look at things. Okay, let me open up. I'm gonna go to the Earnin app right now on Android, right? I'm gonna see how many downloads right now. Where is that? Earnin, get paid daily. Okay, according to this, on Android, it's downloaded 5 million. So if somebody can look to see how many times it's been downloaded on like Apple, I'll be curious. Okay, iPhones or something, because it says 5 million right here. But anyway, that's still a lot of people. But anyway, Dark Man, I want you to understand, man, this is that's important for you to see that. And it was important for you to hear about this article. If you use the Earnin app, anybody else, you use the Earnin app, you are in deep, deep, deep debt. Deep debt. And don't worry, don't say, oh man, I feel so stupid. All you got to do is go to the app and see how many times it's been downloaded. Say like everybody, say like the 5 million people I'm looking at right now, say like half of them did it. That's 2 million people. Say out of the 5 million, 2.5 million actually use the app. Does it make a difference? Doesn't make a difference. You're not alone. You're not alone. Whoever got rid of this is brilliant. Whoever designed this app is absolutely brilliant. I got a job, people. I had a job for the first from 18 to age 40, when I quit, 16 to 46. I've always had a job. Never once has a person ever shown me what I teach you guys. This is why it's such my passion, because this is what I picture. What I tell you guys right now, I wish somebody would have told me when I was younger how easy it is, because I remember being young, walking around knowing I was missing a piece of something. I knew it. I knew it. Anybody I asked, because when you don't know what it is, you don't even know the question to ask. You don't know. You're just like, man, something's missing. So if you don't know what to ask, you don't know. You also don't know who to ask. But I remember when I knew something was wrong and I was kind of asking people, but their responses was, I knew that wasn't the answer I was looking for, but I really didn't know what the answer I was looking for. You guys don't even get it, man. Had I known this, I would have been a monster. I would have been a monster in business, real estate, anything I chose financially, anything. Nobody would have been able to fool me. No MLM, multi-level marketing, no other scam artists to do, because none of that stuff makes any financial sense. No mathematical sense, none. Now, I'm not saying, like, let me make sure I'm clear. Multi-level marketing is good if you know how to use it properly. Get out of debt. Do it this way. If you get out of debt first and you go to pick one, there's a million of them out there. You'll see the same structure. And then when you go in debt free, you'll be like, oh, that's why they're doing this, and come up with the leg and get your family and friends, and then they join and stuff and say, oh yeah, you are your own business owner, this and that and blah giddy blah. I get it. I get the structure. It's a perfect business design. That's why there's a whole bunch of them out there. Get out of debt and you're like, oh, okay. And then join one, because you'll join it right. You won't join it wrong. But this Earnin App thing, man, that is just amazing. Let me throw this up here so you guys can, if you guys have any questions, because I always be taking over the thing sometimes. If you guys want to jump in there, anybody want to talk about the topic, the Earnin App review, you guys can jump in at any time you wish, and talk about it. Gabriel says, LJ, what happened to you in the financial crisis in 2008? I lost everything and filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Lost everything. And guess what? Guess what survived the 2008 crash? Student loans. Student loans are the cockroaches of the economy. They survive any blast. They'll survive any kind of financial blast, disaster ever in the United States. Student loans will survive it. That should tell you right there. You're like, wait a minute. Student loans and IRS debt are the only things that can survive. Yes, that's the only thing that will survive. You're not getting away with that. After the whole blast clears, guess what's going to rise from the ashes? Your student loan. They'll be like, hey, how you doing, man? Oh yeah, that was bad, but I'm still here, earning interest. Even through a bad economy, I'm still earning interest. Sure are. Welcome. And Gabriel, even when I got Chapter 7 back in 2008, I didn't know I was out of debt. I mean, I was still in debt because I still have my student loans, but I didn't realize that at that moment I could have took every paycheck to pay off my student loans. I didn't know that. That's the weirdest thing. Made it through the blast, got another job, and then I started making money. I didn't say, hey, this is what I did. I didn't say, hey, man, I got all my money now. Let me just put it all towards the student loan. You know what I did? I was looking to get better credit. I was like, oh man, I got to get a secured credit card now. I got to get my credit score up. I can't get anything. I fell right back into the trap. Fell right back into it. That's why I said earlier, bankruptcy is not going to help. If people don't know what Chapter 7 can do for them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why it doesn't matter if you give a person that's in the debt matrix, you can give them $1 million. They will be broke in a year, maybe two. They probably stretch $2 million. They'll be broke. Dark Man Jeff says student loans would probably survive World War II. They'll survive anything. So if you have them, you should, I hope you're hearing me. You should do everything in your power to pay them off. You're a slave until you do. I always talk about that, but you guys got to understand this. Savings minus debt. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equal the cost of your slave paper, slave. I don't care how you feel about it. You're a slave. If you got student loans, you're a slave. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. Debt doesn't care. Hey, by the way, I'm not saying that. Hey, pretend this. Okay, pretend this. If you're getting offended by it, I want you to pretend I'm not LJ Young anymore. I'm Math. My name is Math. My name is Math. I don't care how you feel about 1 + 1 = 2. I don't care how you feel about it. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. If it's in the negative, who cares how you feel about being in the negative? I don't care. So what? I don't care if you think you're a homeowner. I don't care if you think you are with a mortgage. I don't care how you feel. No, that's not your car. No, that's not. I know you're telling all your friends that you got it on sale, but no, you didn't. I would I would be in the car saying, "Hey, why are you lying to your friends and family? You didn't buy anything." Now, back to the topic of the Earnin app. I'm thinking more and more about it, right? This So Darkman said he used it for a year, right? Can you imagine how many people that are now hooked in that loop? Because this is what I'm thinking. What happens if they pull a loan? No, okay, they got that covered. Because if a person gets fired, they usually have another check coming, and the Earnin app already have access to that. So when they get fired, Earnin app's getting their money, and they will know right away that that person. So the person doesn't even have to tell the Earnin app they got fired because the Earnin app is already in their bank accounts monitoring their behaviors. They're going to automatically see that they're not even getting a check. Oh no, they already keep track of them with GPS. Oh my God. They got all that covered. Because I was just thinking, what if they just quit? What if they get a loan and they just quit? No, they already know. If they get fired or they quit the job, they already know by GPS location that they're not even going to that job anymore. Oh my God, these guys thought of everything. So if they quit, they already know. If they get fired, they already have access to that last check. Wow. You guys don't even get it, man. You guys don't even get it. These guys are going to they're making so much money. Let me look this up. I want to see how much, let me see how much the Earnin app is making. I'm just curious as hell now. This is what I do at home sometimes, people. This is just what I do. I'm just taking you along for the journey. Earning. Let me earn. Let me see what it says. Let's see. So I'm trying to find an article to see how much millions use Earnin app. Oh yeah, he's Indian. He is Indian. Freaking brilliant, man. Hold up, you guys. I'm gonna bring this article up. 1 second here. Okay, let me pause on this site. I gotta see this guy. Okay, 1 second, you guys. You guys gotta see this. Okay. God, it's just freaking brilliant. They are killing the game. What's up, Envoy? Envoy, what's the cut the Earnin app takes? Oh, they got multiple cuts. They take it out they take it out already. You know, you sign up for the app, you pay for the service, and they base it on tips. And then oh man, they're getting money. Okay, 1 second here. All right, I just want to see the guy. All right, we're picking another article here. This is not in the description. Okay, I just found this one right here. I'm just reading this to you guys because I really want to understand. I'm gonna read between the lines. So, all right, millions use Earnin app to get cash before payday. Critics say the app is taking advantage of them. It sure is. They're not taking it. First of all, they're not taking advantage of anybody. Anybody and everybody they have a calculator on their phone. If they just use the calculator on their phone, they wouldn't be fooling anybody. I definitely didn't think about the paycheck time and the interest. And Earnin user said they just portray it as being so simple and easy. Yes, that's business. You shocked? They're already telling you by the title, hey, you guys, if you can figure out this same type of app, look how many people are using just my app. There's billions of people on Earth. All right, pitch. It says Palo Alto in ads. And now like I said, I'm gonna be reading slow because I'm trying to decipher what they're saying. Okay. Makes pitch people who need cash right away. The smartphone app allows people to access money. Yeah, we know that. Already earned before payday. In exchange, Earnin encourages users with the app to tip about 10%. What we're telling people is that you should access your pay. CEO, I knew he was Indian. I just can't pronounce his name. Brilliant man, freaking brilliant. He is hands down brilliant. He saw the opening and took it. They're in Palo Alto, California. Your pay should not be held back from you. And we're trying to give access to your pay. Wow. Now listen, that statement right there, your pay shouldn't be held back. It doesn't even exist yet. Nothing is held back from anybody. It doesn't even exist. You're just taking it from the future. Earnin, which was recently endorsed by the celebrity pastor TD. Oh my goodness, no, they didn't. Hey, you guys, listen to this. Listen, this is the article. Let me give the article to everybody so that people don't think it's me. All right, listen, because I'm reading the article. I'm gonna post this in here so everybody knows it's not me saying this. It's just what I'm reading. Exactly. I was just looking at that best version. I was just looking at that, which was recently endorsed by the celebrity pastor TD Jakes and invested in by the rapper Nas, has taken great pains to avoid being seen as a traditional lender. So in other words, I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to let you guys take that for what it is. All right. But I understand this. It's business. Okay. It's business. So Nas and the celebrity pastor, TD Jakes, they're getting broke off some money. Believe that. Believe that. Can I prove that? That's just my opinion. In my opinion, the reason why they're endorsing the Earnin app, because they're getting a piece of the cut. That is my opinion. And I'm not saying, now trust me, I'm not saying anything negative about Pastor TD Jakes or Nas. It's business. Okay. Man, this is tough to read. Okay. The startup internally calls money transfers activations instead of loans, and frames its businesses as a way of leveling the financial playing field for those without easy access to credit. Ooh, I love the way they word this stuff. It is amazing how they word this. This is like word porn, man. Whoever's writing this, they're really good. I don't know what you call these type of writers, but they're good. They know how to take something that's very, very bad and make it sound good. But the critics say the company is effectively acting as a payday lender. Yeah, they are, providing small short-term loans at the equivalent of high interest rate while avoiding conventional lending regulations designed to protect consumers from getting in over their heads. What is his name again? Ram Palan. I'm going to learn to pronounce his last name. Whoever that man is, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely. Earnin argues that it isn't a lender at all because the company relies on tips rather than required fees, and does not send debt collectors after customers who fail to repay their money because they have full control of how much they're going to lend you. Their loss of money borrowed is so minute compared to the money they're making. Of course, they're not going to. Why would they even waste time to go after people that are hooked to this? They track you. They know your bank account habits. They know your GPS location. They know if you're going to work. All they got to do is see you not going to work. They just stop you. Then you can't get no more money. Hey, we can see you're not going to work. Of course, we're not going to loan you any money. You're not going to work, slave. Earnin argues that, okay, I already said that, not that. Okay. Earnin says it is exempt from a 2017 federal rule on payday lending that requires lenders to ensure that customers have the ability to repay the money they borrow. And from the Truth in Lending Act of 1968, which requires lenders to disclose their annual interest rate. Wow. Ram, if you ever watch this video, congratulations, man. Congratulations. You are a brilliant, brilliant man. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is absolutely a new, different way. They figured out a way to get around the regulations. This is what's going to happen is he's one of the pioneers of this, and then multiple apps are going to come out, and then they're going to get regulated. But until that happens, he's going to make millions of billions of dollars before that happens. This is absolutely a new and different way to skirt the laws around payday lending. You're not skirting any laws if they don't exist. Okay. People say this kind of stuff. Oh, you're getting around. No, you're not. You don't get around. You don't have to get around laws that don't even exist. The absolute, a new different way, says Jill Shoup, a Democratic state senator from Missouri who represents the St. Louis suburbs and plans to revise her pending payday lending regulation bill to encompass Earnin. Of course, that's how it works. They have to go through the legal process. You don't think Earnin App already knew that? Of course that's going to happen. Of course. But that's going to take a while. Okay, that's going to take a while. To avoid the word tip, instead of a usury charge, to use the word tip. Okay, to use the word tip instead of a usury charge, an interest rate or a fee is just semantics, says Shoup. It's the same thing at the end of the day. Yeah, sure is, but it's not. Who cares what she thinks and believes? What does the law say? The law says this, he did that, period. Doesn't matter. Remember, never mix your feelings with business ever. It doesn't matter how this woman feels about what the Earnin App does. It doesn't mean anything. Payday lenders flourished in the 90s and the 2000s. But have declined in the recent years due to pressure from consumer advocates and regulations. Okay, yeah, nothing lasts forever. And while the U.S. economy has improved, worker wages have shown little growth, leaving open a continued demand for short-term loans. Earnin's rapid growth, it is the largest of a handful of companies that provide this type of service and raised $125 million in investment last year. You better believe it. If I had some money, I'd invest. I know you're thinking, oh, no, you're helping people. Yeah, I'm only guiding people that believe in mathematics. If you don't believe in math, I can't help any of you. Has recently drawn scrutiny from the state regulators and lawmakers, including Shoup. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Payday lending is illegal in 15 states and Washington, D.C., but Earnin operates nationwide. You better believe it. In New York, the Department of Financial Services, blah, blah, blah. You're doing investigation. One firm earner. Okay, let's see this. New Mexico. Okay, I don't care about that. One former Earnin user, Naisha Brielle. Oh, she put her name up there because she's 21, who lives in Statesboro, Georgia, another state where payday lending is illegal, said she hadn't fully realized that, but fully realized that when converted to an annual percentage rate, what seemed like a small $5 tip on a $100 advance payment, repayable 14 days later, was actually equivalent to 130%. Yeah. See, the one thing about Nisha, she didn't realize she should have figured out why she needed to Earnin App in the first place. She should have sat back and said, dang, why do I need my money before I actually even earn it? Why is that? She says, I didn't think about the payback time and the interest, Brielle. A student at Georgia Southern University said they just portray it as being so simple and easy. It is for people in debt. In response to the questions from NBC News, Kayla Wood, a company spokesman, wrote in an email statement, because Earnin is the first financial company to be built on the belief that people should be able to choose what to pay for the financial services they need. We expect and welcome conversation with regulators about our business and how the community works. Wood suggested, oh man, whatever. People's opinions again. People act like they're just so confused when they say this stuff. It doesn't make any sense. The Earnin app makes absolutely no mathematical sense whatsoever in any country in the world. It doesn't. But if you don't know that, that's your problem. All right, I'm not reading all that. Wait. Okay, wait a minute. I got to read it. Instant gratification. NBC's News spoke 12 Earnin users who had a range of experiences with the app. Some appreciated that it gave them access to cash when they needed it quickly. Others were wary of getting hooked on a cycle of loans and repayments. That's exactly how it works. Get you hooked. And some stopped using the app after it caused them their bank accounts to overdraft. None had considered when they started using Earnin that what appeared to be a small tip would be equivalent of high APR. Kara Eddings, 32, of Big Bear, California, says she has been using the Earnin app for 18 months. Eddings, oh crap, here they go. They throwing in the family stuff. Eddings, a mother of two children ages 5 and 6. Notice how they say the children, they say their age, works full-time as a clerk at a hospital and is an Instacart shopper. To supplement her income, she started using Earnin app because she said she had bad credit and couldn't get a loan elsewhere. Last year, Eddings got into a tough spot when she borrowed $500 through Earnin while she was on medical leave from work. Oh, they're just throwing in all the whole sob story. While she was waiting for her state oh my God, they are stacking it. Children. She's on medical leave, waiting for a state disability to kick in. Oh my God, they're just throwing every possible bad situation when you read this. These guys are good, man. Ooh, they're so good. Earnin automatically took its withdrawal of the borrowed money from her account. Like, yeah, what she agreed to. Yes, that's what they do. Okay. Unlike more traditional lenders that allow, oh my goodness, that allow extensions in exchange for fees, Earnin always takes their money back on short term. Yeah, you better believe it. You signed up for it. Of course, you mean they're just doing what you signed up for? Yeah. Oh my God, how dare they do what I signed up for? I agreed that they could take access to my account to get the money, but now I'm mad because I need it. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay, here we go. Some other sob story. After Earnin had taken all of their money out, and then after a couple of bills, I had no money. She said, lucky at the time I didn't have to go anywhere. The kids, I found a way to get some gas money to get them to school. I borrowed from my grandmama, but it leaves you without any options. Really, it's definitely a vicious cycle. Oh my goodness. If you're in debt, I'm telling you, they're doing you guys so dirty. Oh, they're doing you guys so dirty. All right, one more user, because I'm just curious as hell now. Oops. Oh, sorry, vision board. Here we go. Nope. Come on now. All right. Another Earnin user, Brian, 38, said he used the app 3 times before souring on it. Walker, an engineer, previously declared bankruptcy and doesn't use credit card. He lives in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Short-term lending cap 36, blah, blah, blah. The first time he used the app to take $100, 4 days before being paid, he tipped $5. After Earnin pulled his money out of his paycheck, was Earnin's money. It's not his money. He said he thought to himself, I'm down $105. Yeah, $100 plus $5 tip is 105. Yes. And I'm like, damn, I need that $100 again. What? I hope this person's not real. At that point, he started looking more closely at how the app works. Oh, that's when you realize something was wrong. Okay. And realize that borrowing $100 and paying $5 for it, repayable in 4 days, has an effective 456 percentage rate APR. Yes. And I highly doubt this is what's bullcrap about this statement. If you're using the Earnin app, you have no idea what annual percentage rate even means. You have no clue. Don't even know how to calculate it. You better believe that's not true. That's not true. This story could be made up. It doesn't even make any mathematical sense. Why would a person be shocked that they pulled out the money that he borrowed? Hey, wait a minute. I took out $105 from the Earnin app. Oh my God, they pulled it out of my account. What are you talking about? Yes. When he used the app most recently in July, he says Earnin pulled its 105 2 days before he expected it, causing his bank account to go into overdraft. Now, hopefully your balance shield kicked in, right? He complained to Earnin, and the company agreed to cover the overdraft fee according to an email he shared the news. Still, he decided not to use. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. This is bad. This is bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, people in debt, come on. You got to come see me ASAP, please. Let me get to you guys' questions here. Best Version says, how can a pastor endorse this for his people? Best Version, there you go. You're putting your feelings in it again. Stop doing that. That doesn't matter. This is business. And this is all volunteer. You got to he ain't doing anything to anybody. Whoever his people are, all they got to do is use mathematics and clearly see that app makes absolutely no mathematical sense. But hey, whatever. Randy Woman says, shaking my head. Randy Woman says, I must talk about this on my channel soon. Oh, you got it, man. It's again, if you're coming into the channel, you hear me talking about the Earnin app. I'm not saying anything negative about this app. The CEO, he is absolutely brilliant. I would love to talk to him in person. I would love to sit down and say, hey, man, talk to me. I can see everything that the majority of people can't see. Please tell me how you put these pieces together. I mean, I know how you did it because the majority of people don't trust mathematics, but how'd you do this, get around that? And how long was this in planning? Best Version says, it said they are making $8 million per month in I had a job for the first 30 years of my life. I had a job. Knowing having a job, driving my car, sitting in traffic, knowing there was no way in hell I would ever become a multimillionaire having a regular job. That was mathematically impossible, and I knew it. You know how angry that makes me? You guys don't even know. 25-year-olds, you listening to me? Look at me. I'd have been a monster had I known when I was telling you. A freaking monster, a financial monster. My whole life would have been different. My life would have been different. Sub Green Machine. Darkman says, TD Jakes is a prosperity preacher. I'm not surprised that he would endorse. Hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow religion and TD Jakes and all that other stuff, but it's business. It's nothing more than that. It's just business. I don't say, hey, TD Jakes, Earnin App is bad. No. $8 million a month, all legal. What TD Jakes is doing, what the Earnin App is doing. Remember, it's legal. That's all you need to care about. Is it legal? Yes. Okay, then. Good to go. Long as this guy is paying his taxes, following all the rules, he is absolutely okay with what he's doing. Absolutely. Silent Rage says, man, further proof money is out here. I just got to find the right bait for it besides trading time for it at my job. Yeah, that's it. Silent Rage. When you're in debt, you think money is scarce. No, it's not. They're doing it right in your face. Earning App. Remember, Earning App is just one of them. They're making $8 million a month. Overdraft fees, banks are making $34 a pop. They're making billions of dollars. Does that sound like there's not enough money? Yes, there is. You just got to figure it out. You just got to figure it out. That's all. Just figure it out and do it the way you want to do it. Hey, man, if people don't want to trust in mathematics, that's their problem. They live in a debt matrix. What's up, NC Biggs? Rainy Woman says, and people flood the Payday loan store. Sure do. Whatever. Doesn't mean anything. They're not doing like Earnin App. They couldn't fool me. I would never touch that app in a million years. I would never walk into a Payday loan place. I wouldn't even park in a Payday loan parking lot. I would never walk into a title loan place. I would never walk in and pawn my stuff at the pawn shop. I would never do that, never have done that in my life. Never. Hyphy says, I don't want to hear any crying about TD Jakes endorsing this. You'd be crazy to expect him or any other pastor to not endorse this. Don't cry. No. TD Jakes ain't bad for doing that. This is business. It's nothing personal. It is nothing personal. $8 million a year? Yeah, I'll help you endorse that. Hey, LJ, don't you teach people to get out of debt? Yeah, I do. What that got to do with it? They ain't got nothing to do with it. If somebody if you guys found out that I endorsed the Earnin App, you'd be like, hey, LJ, you and teach people get out of debt? I do. Yeah, that's true. What that got to do with the Earnin App? Nothing. They say, are you using it? Oh, I would never use that app. If they found me endorsing the Earnin App, right? And then they asked me myself, are you using it? I would say, no, I'm not using that. No. Why not? It makes no mathematical sense. But that doesn't matter. You guys think me saying that would change anything. I could walk up to a person using the Earnin App and say, hey, man, that app makes absolutely no mathematical sense whatsoever. You know what they would say? Oh, man, I don't care about that. I need my money now. Okay, whatever. Rainy Woman says, at least these prosperity preachers all about the money. It's just everything's about business, everything. Cosmic Wisdom says, Linnell, did you talk that article I sent yet? No, I didn't. I did not, Cosmic Wisdom. I have not talked about that one yet. This one popped up and Voice says, read the terms and conditions. It's simple. You got played. Yeah, it's just, and it's not even Invoice, not even nobody getting played. It's just business. People think they're tricking somebody. How come the Earnin millions of people have downloaded this app? How come the Earnin App hasn't tricked me? They haven't fooled me. I haven't been, even though all these millions of people are using it, it doesn't encourage me to say, ooh, if millions of other people using it, I might as well use it too. No, I would never say that in a million years. I would never do that. Best Version says, that is not the point. He is a leader leading his people down the wrong path is the point. Best Version, that's how you feel about it. Okay, I'm telling you, that's how you feel about it. That's how you feel about it. That's a feeling. I could walk up to TD Jakes' people and say, hey, I know TD Jakes, he's endorsing that app, but check this out. Let me do the math. It doesn't make any sense. You think they're going to listen to me? They're not going to listen to me. They're going to listen to him. I know. Now, Best Version, don't get me wrong. I know why you're saying what you're saying. That, do I feel like that's wrong? Yeah, I think that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. Yeah, you're right. TD, you shouldn't do that, right? But that's my feeling. That's just my personal feeling. That's irrelevant. That's totally irrelevant. Doesn't matter how I feel about it. Do I think TD Jakes is a bad guy? Nope, not at all. He's not doing anything to anybody. But I get what you're saying, Best Version. Trust me, I know what you're saying. Business is business. Best version says true, but a leader is responsible as well as you are a person of influence. Yes, that's true. That's why I would never do it. I know I say it, so that would be, it's me saying it because I'm thinking about the money at the time, but deep down inside, I could personally never do that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say, "Hey, yeah, I endorsed the app. I'm telling you, get out of debt." But I'm endorse. I couldn't personally do that, but I believe the Ram guy. What's his name? Ram something. He's brilliant. It's brilliant because he's not doing anything illegal. It's business. It's business. But when I said earlier, if I were to, it was like morally, my feelings wise, I couldn't do it. But if I did it, it wouldn't be a bad thing because it's business, because they're not really tricking anybody. This is, people are in debt voluntarily. Hyphy says maybe he was never a leader. The people that follow him, it's their fault. Yeah, that's probably true. That's a good point, Hyphy. That's a very good point. Who knows? Don't care. Gabriel says unpopular opinion, greed is not good. No, it's not good. You don't need to be greedy. Okay. That's, you know what? My personal opinion, that's greed. That's greed. That's definitely greed. That's greed. You know, mathematically, the Earnin app makes absolutely no sense. He's got to know that. Nas has to know that. Pastor TD Jakes, they have to know that app mathematically. They're rich. They're money makers. They have to know that app makes no mathematical sense. They have to. So anything past that is, I agree with that, is greed. Okay. Maybe that's the better way for me saying that best version. It's greed. Okay. Cosmic says, cool. I'm happy I didn't miss it. People need to be careful of payday loans. It's getting real out here for sure. Yeah. Nicer says, don't rely on leaders. Don't rely on TD Jakes, Joel Osteen. Find mentors that have time to invest in your self-improvement. Thank you, Nicer, for saying that too, because once you invest in yourself first, this is a good one. Okay, listen. Best version, Hyphy, have brought us some very valid points, and this is important. This will allow you to see the leaders that you follow. The people that you follow, this will allow you to see. Okay. So according to the article, just to make sure that's clear, according to the article that we read on, TD Jakes endorses it. Now, if you know the Earnin app is a completely different type of payday loan lending, look at the person endorsing. You know, if nobody knows, you better believe none of his followers will walk up to TD Jakes and say, "Hey, TD Jakes, why are you endorsing Earnin App when you know it makes no mathematical sense?" You'll never get to ask that question. That will never happen. You'll never get to ask that question, especially openly in front of people. That will never happen. But you got to just, don't worry about embarrassing somebody, discrediting them. This is for you. If you follow him and you know this for a fact, you got to ask yourself, why is he endorsing that? Is he pushing that on his congregation? Why is Nas doing that? See what I'm saying? Hyphy says, I hold individuals accountable. If you appoint someone as your leader and give them power over you, you accept whatever comes with that decision. Don't cry. Exactly. Crazy, man. Now, when I think about it, you better believe if they're making $8 million a month, they're going to get a lot of, you know what? I'm going to Google that while we're on it right now. Let's see who endorses the Earnin app. Let's see who endorses Earnin app. you can clearly see you can clearly see by Nas and TD Jakes endorsing this Earning app. What demographic are you thinking they're focusing on? What do you think? Will you tell me? I already read that one. Earning app endorsers. Let me see. Earning app endorsers. They're not coming up with many names. It's got to be stuck in articles. You got to read individual articles. But this is a good topic, man. This is a very good topic, man. This is by those two people endorsing. Who do you think they're shooting for? Pretty obvious to me. Pretty obvious. Messed up. It's messed up. Cosmic Wisdom says, so true, Hyphy. You can't control what people say, but you should at least ask yourself, do you want to donate an optional tip of any amount? A $2 tip on $20 withdrawal. Yeah, exactly. Cosmic Wisdom says, do you want to follow the RICO? I'm not sure what that means. DTN says, my 5 self-improvement mentors. Oh, okay. My 5 self-improvement mentors: Linnell Young, Kevin Samuels, Gary V, Bob Proctor, Anthony Owens. Yeah, I got a few of mine in there. I don't know who Kevin is. I know Gary. I know Bob. I don't know Anthony. Okay, so I got to look those guys up. NC Biggs, look like scams are coming. They're not. So NC Biggs, you got to remember, it's not, if it's legal, it's not a scam. Okay, always remember that. If it's legal, it's not a scam. Ponzi schemes, those are scams. Those are illegal. Earnin App, what they're doing is not illegal. So it can't be a scam. You always hear people in the debt matrix say, oh, they're quick to name something a scam. You say, you got to turn to them. You talking about that legal thing they're doing right there? Yeah, that it's a scam. What you mean it's a scam? It's legal. Oh, okay. Reigning Woman says Black and single mothers. Yeah, you guys saw the sob stories in the articles that I was reading. They do that on purpose. They put in every possible thing that happens to people in debt. They put it all in there: medical problems, kids, young kids that didn't have any money for gas. How was it going to get to work? The whole sob story. They just throw it in there. And then people in debt, they read it because people in debt think about money individually. So when they read that article, something in all that convoluted stuff of problems, 1 or 2 or 3 of those problems is going to be the same problem as the person in debt. They're going to be like, oh, that's me. Oh, it helped her. Then I'm going to use it. That's how it works. It's bad, people. It's really bad. It's really bad. Josh 2003 says Kevin Samuel is a style and image consultant. LJ. Okay, cool. Cosmic Wisdom says, but hey, I'm sure those endorsers get a special code to hand out, and they also get a cut of those people. Those apps. You're right, Cosmic. You're right. Didn't think about that. They probably like, hey, if you sign up to the Earnin app and throw in code TD Jakes, that's how they do it. Hey, get the Earnin app. You throw in the code TD Jakes, you'll get a 10% off of this and that and this and that. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. But all of you guys don't even like the Earnin app. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely brilliant. It is absolutely legally brilliant. They're not making me use it. They're not making anybody in the SMD family group going out. I guarantee you, nobody that's an SMD family member, I guarantee you they're not running out to use the Earnin app. Guaranteed. They're not fooling us. They're not fooling. One day I'm not going to wake up and say, hey, man, I ain't got $20. I think I'm going to use the Earnin app. That will never happen in a million years. Never. Gabriel says, I only listen to Dave and LJ for finance. Everybody else I don't admire. And Gabriel's, man, you make me feel good, Gabriel, that you're getting hip to game at 19. You're going to be a billionaire. And yes, that's a word that you're going to make up. You're going to be like, I heard LJ say billionaire. I've never heard that. Now that I have a $1 billion, now it exists. Yes, it exists. Whatever you decide, you want to make up trillionaire, quadruple billionaire, you can make as much money as you wish. Make up any word you wish too. Earnin App is doing $8 million a month. Listen, $8 million a month. You mean you could retire? I could retire for the rest of my life off of one time. I would earn 8 million and quit. See you later. You guys got it. Earn 8 million, then I'd leave. Because it's gonna come to an end, just like payday loans. They're gonna do some new regulations, then they're gonna do this. You better believe people that innovate apps like this, they're already working on the next one. They know this kind of stuff doesn't last forever. It doesn't. It's a cycle. You could see it. Payday loans, payday lending, all this stuff. It ran its course and now it's a new age. It just changes with the times. They get this one going, it's successful, they start on the next one. And then they look at the regulators and see what they're doing. Oh, they're going to change this. They're going to plug that hole. They're going to stop that. Okay, this is open over here. This doesn't exist. Okay, they're going to do what? Okay, how do we get around the state regulate? Oh, okay, we just do this. Okay, what else? Okay, and then the regulators got to catch up to them. You think they're trying to catch up with them? Vice versa? No, they got to catch up with them. They invent things that don't exist yet. You can't make a law on something that doesn't exist. It has to exist first, and then they can regulate it. No different than, it's like this. Cars years ago didn't come with seatbelts. It wasn't until people started dying without having them, and then they put in new regulations. That's how it works. Gabriel says, okay, did you see the video I sent in Discord about credit cards? I think I looked at it. I don't think I watched it yet. Because I saw the multiple credit cards in there. I gotta check it out. Hyphy says, every time someone tries to sell you something that's outrageously overpriced, they attach a sympathetic story at the front. Very old tactic that no one should be falling for. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Man, what happened to my thing? Sorry, guys. All right. DTN says, I think the majority of the middle class and lower class look for any quick fix or free things to get ahead. That's why I believe payday loans and apps like Earnin are successful. I believe payday loans and apps like Earnin are successful. Your opinion? My opinion in this, DTN, okay. Classes don't even exist. There is no such thing as lower class. There is no such thing as middle class. There is no such thing as upper class. That's a made up thing for people in debt. They just tell people that. They just tell people in debt, like, hey, if you earn this, you're here. If you earn that, you're here. They just make it up, right? If a person makes $100,000, but they're $200,000 in debt, they're in no class. They're in a debt class. They're in nothing but the debt class. There's only two classes, the debt class and the non-debt class. But people that make $100,000, $200,000 a year, but $400,000 in debt, they believe they're the middle class. You're in a debt class. You don't exist nowhere. What class? That class don't even exist. If that person that's making $30,000 a year, but he has $60,000 in debt, he's in the debt class. They're still in debt. Both of them are below zero. They're in a debt class. It doesn't matter. But if they want people to believe that there's lower class, middle class, upper class, whatever, slaves, hey, slaves, let's see, they be making up numbers. Okay, if you earn $1 million, you're in the upper class. All right. You happy with that, slave? Okay, whatever. All right. If you make $200,000, you are what do you say, Bob? Call them middle class. Middle class. You're middle class. All right. You're middle class. All right. If you make $30,000, hey, say they're poor. You're poor. All right. You're poor if you make $30,000. That's all they said. They just make it up. Doesn't even exist. None of it. NC Big says, I was fooled before, never again. No, you'll never be fooled again. You can't unlearn what I'm teaching you, NC Biggs. You're never going to wake up one day and say, you know what, man? I've been following LJ long enough. The SMD family, man, they just been telling me about this debt stuff. You know what? I quit. I'm going to stay in the debt. I'm going to go finance a car. I'm going to go get, you'll never be able to do that ever again. You can't go back ever. You will always look for people believing that there's some kind of shortcut to become rich. That's why they keep selling them that. There is no quick way out of debt. That's why they keep selling you quick ways out of debt. Quick way out of debt doesn't even exist. You can't make more money than your paycheck. How can you do that faster? But listen, that's what Earnin App made you believe. Earnin App makes people believe that they can get their money faster. No, you can't. That's why they're selling it to you. Because that's impossible. You cannot get your money faster than you earn it. That's impossible. That's mathematically impossible. You can't do that. But the Earnin App comes in and says, yes, you can. Who do you think they're going to listen to? If I'm me and say like me and the CEO of Earnin App standing next to each other, they say, hey man, hey L, we got a problem. What's that? I want to get my money faster. And I turn to the person and say, hey, you can't do that. That's mathematically impossible. And then he turned to Ram. Ram says, yes, you can. Who do you think they're going to believe? They're going to believe him. I could even say, whoa, wait a minute. Wait, stop. I can prove to you with mathematics that Ram doesn't know what he's talking about. I can prove it to you. Prove it to me. I can write it down, show it to him, and say, see, look, math says you can't. He'll still believe that person because they're in the debt matrix. That's how it works. You think that money stops? Listen, trillions in mortgage loan debt, trillions in car loan debt, trillions in credit card debt. Earnin App's making $8 million a year. The banks are making billions on overdraft fees and interest and all that. Billions. Money's not scarce. Does that sound like money's scarce to you? It doesn't sound like it to me. In order for you to get that kind of money, you got to speak the language. This is what I do. This is what we do here in the SMD family. We teach you how to speak the language of debt free. Earning apps, money scams, none of them makes no mathematical sense whatsoever in any country in the world. It makes no mathematical sense. That's how to know that it doesn't work. That's not true. None of that is true. But if you believe it to be true, that's totally up to you. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Dark Man. A month. Did I say a year? I meant to say a month. DTN says, Linnell, ask the guy behind your door again. What was the salary for the middle class again? I didn't hear it. Hey man, what's the salary this year for middle class? Hey man, can you put that down? Put that down. Put that out. Put that out. Yeah, what's the middle class? It's 300,000 this year. It's 300,000. That's the middle class for this year. What about the upper? Because you added multiple classes in there. You said upper middle class and lower middle class too, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, what's that? 200. And people just believe it. Dark Man says, no, LJ, $8 million a month. $8 million. Doesn't that seem like it's unheard of? $8 million a month? I can't even wrap my head around that. $8 million a month? $8 million a month? And that's just them. Now compare whatever your salary is at work per year. Compare your yearly salary to $8 million a month. That's $96 million a year. That is $96 million a year. You guys don't even know how that makes me feel inside. Like, holy crap. And you know what's so funny? You say that, right? I say $96 million a year. People in debt would say something like, oh my God, can you imagine how much in taxes you're going to be paying on $96 million a year? That's what people in debt say. That's what they say, things like that. If you were making $96 million a year, would you care how much in taxes that you're paying? I wouldn't care. Who cares? Just make sure those taxes are being paid. That's all I would care. I would just make sure I hire the right people that make sure every penny of the taxes on $96 million is make sure it's paid by the letter of the law. Make sure. If I catch anybody breaking any part of the rules, you are fired. If I catch a person on $96 million shorting $5 to the IRS, you're fired. Man, it's only $5. What? You're fired. Oh, they won't know about this money if we put it over in this account. You did what? Yeah, you're fired. IRS, I didn't do it. I caught him. He did it. You better believe. I'm telling. I'm telling. Follow the rules. DTN says, wow, I didn't realize it wasn't real, but only when you get out of the debt matrix, you can see the lies. Yeah, you can't. They're not even, listen, you got to be careful what you're saying. They're not lies. None of what I'm telling you is a lie, is a trick. None of that. None of it. It's just math. That's it. Even the words you use when it comes to your money, you got to be very careful consider the source of people when they use words when it comes to money, because it means it only has one meaning. But people in the debt matrix have many meanings for many words that are used inside of mathematics. That's $266,000 a day. I couldn't even imagine that. I couldn't even imagine that. I could not even imagine that kind of money. He could stop working in 1 year, less than that, and sell. Because Earnin App, stuff like that, that's not going to last that long. You got about a good 5 to 7 years of that before regulators come in and say, hey, yeah, because when you make that kind of money, oh, yeah, you better believe they're changing that. They're changing that because they're missing out on a ton of money. They're like, oh, $8 million a month? Oh, yeah, we were going to regulate that. We're getting a cut of that. And then I would just sell and quit. Hey, check it. You guys got it. See ya. You deal with all that bureaucracy and stuff that's going to come with it. I'm good. I'm done. Just like Mike, a Sneaker Life said, he said, man, I'm trying to be on that yacht and be that person out on the yacht, land on the front. You don't even know who that person is. You're like, but you know he's there. You know he's on the yacht out in the middle of the ocean by himself, laying on the deck. And you're like, who is that dude? I don't know. Who is he? Doesn't matter if you know him. Doesn't matter if you know me. Doesn't matter. Cosmic Wisdom says, it's around $56K for a household. So two people making around $25,000 each is the average I've read. Means nothing if you have high debt to service. Yeah. Don't mean anything. You guys don't even know if you made $30,000 a year with no debt, you would live so lovely. You would live lovely. And nobody would even know that you made only $30,000 a year. Wouldn't even know. You could live like if you made $30,000 a year, you could live like, how can I mean, I need to make sure I say this right. People in debt, if you made $30,000 a year and no debt, people in debt would look at you and assume that you're making $80,000. They would assume that you're probably making around $80,000 a year, though you make $30,000. You could look like that. Not could look like that. That's what you would look like to a person in debt. They're killing the game, man. Killing the game. Killing it. Ooh, wait, that's a lot of money, man. That is a lot. That is a lot of money. The thought of when I point these things out to you so you guys can see, when you're in debt, it seems like money is scarce. But when you're in debt, you look at you look at Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Ram. What's his name? Let me see what his name, because I don't want to disrespect the dude because he is brilliant. His name is Ram. I'm RAM, so I'm sure it's probably pronounced Ram, and it's probably short. He is a brilliant man. Killing the game, killing it. Hyphy says, LOL, that's why I allegedly only made $31,000 last year, according to the IRS. And yes, it was lovely. Hyphy's broke. Look at that, $31,000 a year. You know, he ain't getting no girls. Nobody's taking him serious. He's got to be a bum. He's got to be a bum. Look at him. 31,000 according to the news. And if you Google it, Google where a 31-year-old $30,000 a year earner maker, right? He's making $31,000. Where does he fall in until the made up class? Lower class? 31,000 says you're in a low class. You're barely making it. Maybe Hyphy's been tricking us. Maybe he's under a bridge somewhere, stealing internet from an internet cafe somewhere and pretending all of this. Maybe he's pretending. He just exposed us to his earnings. $31,000 a year. Oh, you're broke. According to people in debt. Don't believe me? Go out to the world and say, hey man, I make $31,000 a year. They're gonna look at you like you are a broke bum. But then that same person, you can say, hey man, do you know how much debt you're in? They won't even have a clue. What is that? Well, how much? Man, I don't know. I think it's around this. I know you do, slave. Like I remember, like, for example, it's sort of like that sob story that we read right now, right? You ever notice, like when you go see a financial investor, they always say things like, don't pay off your student loans, or don't pay off your student loans, invest instead, and then you can come back and do this and that, right? And then they always compare interest rates. This is why they do that, because the majority of people there's millions of people in student loan debt. For them to throw out student loan debt, 9 times out of 10, they're going to hit the bullseye that somebody has student loan debt. And then they do a comparison. But what people in debt don't realize, they got to stop and say, wait a minute. I've been having my student loans for like 15, 20 years. You mean to tell me this investment that you're telling me to do is going to earn that much money to pay back the money I've already spent? No, that's mathematically impossible. That'll never happen. But people in debt, they already know back in their mind, the majority of people that own student loans, they've already made up in their mind that they will never, ever be able to pay off student loans. They've already made that up in their minds. Crazy, huh? It's true. If you know somebody using the Earnin app, you ask them, hey man, you have student loans? I guarantee you they'll tell you yes. Yep, sure do. Doesn't everybody? No, just everybody in your circle. But you can't say that. Those people that say, hey, everybody got student loans, you got to go, ooh, you just got to shake your head and go, ooh, you have no idea what you just told me about your finances. You have no idea what you just said to me, do you? Not a clue. Everybody doesn't have student loans, just people that you know. See you later, reigning woman. Have a good one. This is not going to be a long one. This is not going to be a 3-hour one anyway. We're going to cut this off in very shortly because I got someplace to go here. Got an appointment. But there's the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to jump on and talk about this Earnin app, try to stick on topic, please, because I've been, I'll start a topic and then be way off of topic. So I'm trying to stick on topic. So anybody that want to jump on the live stream, Please don't forget that. Please don't forget to join the Discord server. I got to make sure I say this. Please do not forget to join the Discord server. We had an SMD family member, Mike Rurambo. I hope I'm saying that right. Had donated. He had purchased some time from me, a 45-minute session, and he's going to donate it to a lucky winner inside of the Discord server. So we're going to, in a couple of weeks, we're going to do a drawing to see who's going to win this free time with me, donated by SMD family member Mike Rurambo. Okay. Here is my email address. If you guys have any questions or want to, if you want to reach out to me, maybe you have a question. There's my Cash App for donations. Thank you, everyone that donates to me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Here's my PayPal. Here is my Facebook. And if you want to share my channel, all you got to do is tell them the Google hashtag savings minus debt. You don't even have to tell them my name. You don't have to tell them where I'm located on YouTube. Just give them this information right here. I'm the only person that will come up in the Google search. I'm the only person. Okay. Please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want a free 30-minute consultation, just go right there at the bottom, savingsminusdebt.com for the free 30-minute consultation. And please, please, please do not forget to set your time zone where you live. Okay. Appreciate that. Please don't forget to subscribe. And I have some t-shirts here at savingsminusdebt.com under products. Okay. And the sizes I have is small through extra large. Okay. That's it. That's the sizes. Hyphy says, last night we had some really good conversations going on in the SMD Discord server. There's the URL, you guys. So just in case if you haven't, please do. Not only myself, but other SMD family members are in there answering questions, guiding you, yes, no's, whatever. If you have any type of personal finance question, join the Discord server, and we're happy to answer those questions. No problem. And it's not just me. I don't have to be in there all the time. Okay. I'm not in there all the time. Cosmic Wizard says, yes, Darkman Jeff, I'm a nerd that reads up on economic indicators and status. She does all that while she's working out. Can you imagine Cosmic Wisdom's backpack when she goes to the gym? She probably has a printer in her backpack, her gym clothes, what else she got in there? A newspaper article, takes up a whole flat bench. You can forget about doing flat. She's taking up the whole bench, doing all these things at the same time. Can you imagine, man? I'd be like, hey, what time does that lady come to the gym? This time. Good, because I'm not coming at that time. There's my Instagram at Savings Minus Debt. I do a lot of memes out there, memes that mostly people in the debt matrix people outside the debt matrix, SMD family members, they understand the memes. And I do more memes to make people think. Like when I wear out my Savings Minus Debt t-shirts, I love it because you could see people look at the front of the shirt and see Google hashtag savings minus debt. They're like, what does that mean? I've had people ask me, what's that mean? And then I just turn around and they go, oh, equals their money in real life. Ooh. And then they just pull out their phone and say, and I say, yeah, just Google this, man. You'll find me. And a couple people, oh yeah, there you go. Right there. Yes, that's just me right there. Cosmic Wisdom says, nope, I just work out. I hate people that play around wasting time around the weights in the gym. You guys have any questions, please feel free to comment. You can, like I said, you can join the stream. You don't have to get on camera. We're going to cut this off in about 15 minutes or less. It counts on if we get any questions. If not, it's going to be less. Okay. Oh, crap. I keep doing that. Any other questions? Any questions about the Earnin App review? Anything? because this weekend is my video making weekend for other projects. Got it wrote out. I'm ready. Got it up on my vision board. About to do this video because I now understand what I must do to make this work the way I'm thinking, the way I have it in my head to make the SMD family grow, to make this business grow. I have it in my head, you know, and I know what my direction I was going at first, but I know the direction I must go to make it happen in my head. So, and I got some great people that I'm working with, and it's awesome. Darkman says, I remember getting kicked out of Planet Fitness because I cussed out an older lady that was taking selfies on the leg press machine. You cussed her out. Damn. Dang, Darkman. What you angry about, man? Woo. Yeah, they'll kick you out quick. Planet Fitness is for people that just don't like all the stuff that goes on in the regular gyms. You know what I'm saying? Slamming the weights, yelling and crazy exercise. I mean, I get it. Sometimes when I'm in the regular gym, that kind of stuff is irritating, but I have my headphones on. But sometimes even with my headphones on, I hear somebody yell in the gym, or you're like, damn, they must have been very loud if I can hear them over my music with my headphones on. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that follow me, you know, this is one of my goals, and we're gonna go ahead and get off of here. The people that I want to meet, you know, I want to meet Joe Rogan, Dave Ramsey, who else I want to meet? There's a couple others. Dame Dash. There was somebody else too. There's somebody else. I can't. But my main goal, I want to get on the Joe Rogan show. That's what I want to get on that show bad. I want to get on the Joe Rogan show very, very bad. Very bad. I know he has big name people on there, but whatever. I'm going to be one of them. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for joining. Until next time, I will see you out here, and keep those videos coming, video suggestions coming, email, putting them up in the Discord server. Maybe, you know what I was thinking too, you guys, SMD family, I was thinking this too, which will help me out. Say like everybody posts, you know, when people post videos inside of the Discord server, if we can start doing votes on which one should be next, that would help me. Instead of putting all the, you know, because I might pick one that just nobody wants to really hear about. But if you're inside the Discord server, we can start voting on. And when I mean voting, like, you know, number one or thumbs up, whatever we decide we're going to do, then to say, okay, this is going to be the next topic tomorrow or whatever, right? Which would help me out. So please, let's do that, because I get a lot of suggestions. I've been asking you guys been sending them to me too. So I appreciate it. But we got to do this. Join the Discord server. Hyphy just posted in there. Join the Discord server. Put your review suggestions inside of the Discord server. All the SMD family members, we're all going to vote and say, this is going to be the next video. So we all know which one we're going to do. Okay. Which one's coming. So I just don't have to have the pressure of picking one that maybe nobody wants to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So just let's do that. Thank you, Hyphy. I can incorporate a voting system in the Discord. See, man. Hypothetically or reality? But anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I've got to get out of here. And thank you for joining. Please share this video with other people that may be dealing with one of these Earning App type of, there's different ones. So the Earning App just seems to be the top. All right. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later. Maybe I'll come back on tonight. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be feeling it on Friday nights. You guys be getting 2 a days. It's totally up to me. I'm going to figure that out. All right. Have a good one.